Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Taurus. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so your person's energy, the Star. Your energy, the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Aquarius with the Star card here. And what's going on between the two of you? We have Faith. This is the Hierophant card, Taurus energy. And we have the Knight of Cups. All right, so I'm actually getting a really positive energy from these cards. The Knight of Cups tells me you might be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is someone who's very deeply romantic. I think someone who's coming in with a love offer and possibly a marriage proposal for some of you. The Star card tells me this person sees a future with you. They feel like they're on the right path. I think this is somebody who's healthy, somebody who's been working more of a long game here. But they definitely want to up-level this connection, whether it's being exclusive, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married. All right, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, this person is done overthinking. I think they've been really kind of stressed about this. And maybe they've even been a little bit more closed off or a little bit more avoidant, but I feel like it's more because of their nerves about what they're going to ask you. And they're viewing you as the Seven of Swords here. So they're viewing you as maybe a bit avoidant. Maybe they're worried that you're keeping secrets. Or maybe you both have just been kind of holding off. With the King of Cups here, Taurus, I feel like you have a lot of love for this person. But you may not wear it on your sleeve. All right, you may currently be feeling a little bit guarded. You hold a torch for this person. But you are definitely a little bit guarded, and maybe you are a little bit avoidant here because you're picking up on them being a bit secretive or maybe a bit avoidant themselves, but I actually think they're just gearing up to ask you to take this to the next level, whatever it might be. And some people get a little bit nervous, some people get a little bit quiet, and that's kind of what I'm getting from your person. But I can see that you hold a torch for them. You're guarding and protecting your energy and your heart. You're viewing this person as the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Now, obviously, some of you, this could be an ex who wants to heal things with you. But for a lot of my Taurus, I feel like you see this person who's honest and trustworthy and truthful and good at communicating their feelings. So I'm kind of getting like this is why they've switched it up a little bit, right? If they've been acting funny, if they've been acting nervous, if they've been a little bit more distant, I feel it's because they have something big they want to propose to you. Like I said, whether it's exclusivity, whether it's repair, whether it's moving in together, whether it's getting married. I feel like, I do feel like you normally trust this person and you feel like they're good at communicating their feelings and they're honest. And with the marriage card in between the two of you, I think there's some sort of up-leveling. But your person, they're viewing the relationship right now as the Nine of Swords. So something here is making them really nervous. They're losing sleep over this. And I feel for a lot of my Taurus, it's just those nerves before, popping the question or asking you something big. They definitely lose sleep over this. They lose sleep over you. What you're going to say, are you going to be on the same page? And my Taurus, you're viewing the connection as the King of Cups in reverse. So this might feel a little bit emotionally draining for you right now. You might be questioning whether or not you should give to this connection. And with the World card, some of you are thinking, okay, this person's acting weird. They're acting evasive. They've switched it up on me. Maybe it's time to end it, right? But for others of you, I think you do have this sneaking suspicion that something here is ending and simultaneously beginning. There's something new here. And at the bottom of the deck here, look, I have the marriage card. So like I said, I think a lot of you, you're picking up on this person's shift in energy because and you might not know exactly how to interpret it, but that shift in energy is because they're about to ask you something big. All right, we see sudden wealth. All right, so this person feels with you, Taurus, they've hit the jackpot. We see imprisonment showing up in reverse. That's very similar to that Eight of Swords in reverse there. So I'm seeing that, this person has been overthinking. Now, some of you, they're releasing themselves from a karmic situation. They're coming right for you. Okay, maybe some of you, this person was actually incarcerated and they're getting out. But I feel more so for a lot of my Taurus, they've just been overthinking things. And in their nervousness, they've kind of pulled back, or their energy has shifted. All right, and we see toil and labor, yeah. So for some of you too, this person has been like burying themselves in work, or they've been really busy. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we still get that marriage card. But I feel like some of you, this person has been overworking. For some of you, they're switching up their schedule. Like they're making certain sacrifices. I don't know if it's like with a work-life balance here, to spend more time with you, to have more time with you. What else do we need to know about them? Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. See, I think they're about to surprise you and they've been hesitant first. Maybe they're worried about how much they bring to the table. Maybe they're worried about whether or not your lifestyles align, but this person they've been hesitant. And I think you're probably mirroring them in some respects. And like I said, some of my Taurus, you're going to worst case scenario thinking that maybe it's over, or I shouldn't pursue this, or I can't give to this connection. But I think they're about to surprise you. Yeah, this relationship evolving to the next phase. That's the message here in this reading. They're going to surprise you with asking for whatever the next step is here with you. And they're nervous. They're nervous to do so. Now we see golden mirror in your energy, so self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So what I'm kind of getting is some of my Taurus, I feel like you're mentally preparing yourself to like leave this person or break up with this person, or to react to their way they've changed up their behavior. But like I said, I actually think it's way better than what it seems. Yeah, and we see the Phoenix. So get ready for a new phase, a rekindling, a renewal, a transformation, growth, and changed mind. So right now, if you're thinking, Taurus, this person's just terrible, they've switched it up on me, they're probably cheating, they don't want to be with me, why don't they just say it? I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. All right, yeah, because look at the bottom of the deck here, we see be lighthearted, finding out things are about to come to light. And I actually think it's much better and much more romantic than you're thinking. Is there anything hidden here for my Taurus, please, that they need to be aware of? Is there anything hidden here that my Taurus need to be aware of? Sacred space, time out, clear your energy. Space brings clarity. Yeah, so some of you, you need to give yourself a little bit of space here from this. And divine intervention, delays, and detours. Yeah, so I think there has been like a little tiny pause here, or there have been some delays here, Taurus. But like I said, I feel for like the vast majority of you who are connecting with this reading that things are going to be so much better than they seem. All right, let's go ahead and see what are their very next moves towards you. What are their very next moves towards you? All right, Temperance energy. Beautiful. They've been holding back, being patient. It's been hard for them. It's been stressing them out. But this is about bringing things into balance. Wheel of Fortune. This could be a ring, you guys, for some of you. But I feel like that energy is symbolic of let's bring this into balance. I want to share what I've worked hard for with you. I want to move this forward. We've made the decision. Let's have a new beginning. And you're going to get that communication and that truth and that clarity. All right, that is beautiful energy here. All right, so I feel like it's an up-leveling. Is there anything else this person would like to say to my Taurus, please? Anything else they would like to say? One day I believe we will be together again. So, I mean, some of you, maybe this is a reconciliation. But for a lot of you, I just feel it's a major up-leveling. All right, my pride and ego led us astray. And again, maybe that is true for some of you, but for others of you, their pride and their ego is why they're holding back and they're nervous because they're worried about being rejected. And I feel emotionally void without you. So I feel this person does not want to be without you, Taurus. All right, let's take a look at the grounded response. Messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. Messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. Hold your center. You can care without abandoning yourself. Okay, beautiful. So stay centered. All right, let your ego down, but not your standards. Because I feel like the energy I'm getting here, Taurus, is like some of you, you're going to let this person have it, right? They've switched up their energy. You know, you feel like they've been evasive, and they have. And they've been nervous as anything. But you're about to get truth and clarity, and for a lot of you, some type of proposal to up-level this connection. And I think it's all going to make sense from there. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.